Clowney up in the forward spots. Powell is out there with Traore. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, we'll see Grant and Kamara playing it forward. Holiday out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Klingon into the center. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Now, here's Avdia. Grant for three. The offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Nick Claxton.
Teams will foul Klingon. Free throw shooting right now, something he's got to work at.
This is his first free throw of the game.
The numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The first one falls. Tim, walk me down the Donovan Klingon pick at number 7 in the 2024 draft. What do you think the thinking was there?
Well, Kevin, I just think people viewed him as a winner, a 2-time collegiate champion, and then most importantly, that rare young big man that wants to play center and anchor the paint.
And Klingon drops them both. And we were talking about, Tim, the front office, the Blazers very pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build a winning culture.
Porter, no luck. Now, here's Avdia. He's covered closely. Holiday finds Klingon. Grant outside. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Clowney. From downtown, Porter can't get that one to fall. Blazers on offense. And Holiday has it in the corner. Grant outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Well, this team wants Grant taking those threes. He is at his best where he can space the floor.
Pass to Porter. Nets passing it around. Here's Traore beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Avdia. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Clock at 6. Here's Grant. Back to Avdia. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now, here's Grant. Klingon with it. Pass to Kamara. And the Trailblazers another 3.
And how about the awareness by Klingon? A big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Powell feeling it out a bit. There's Porter with the 3. And again, it's Brooklyn with the 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Grant outside. Back to Holiday. Shoots over Traore. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Wasted no time on that one. Porter's got 6 points.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot. Outside
Holiday. For first quarter play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And a wide open look for Porter. And the Nets, another three.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Outside Holiday. Abdi on the wing. Grant for three. Here's Kamara. Toure with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better, and that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Taking a look at Portland, they're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs.
And seeing where Portland is, they're on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs. They need to put it all together in these last couple weeks, and they'll be happy with a spot in the play-in tournament at this point.
Portland with the ball. They trail by 3 to the paint. Here's Kamara. And slam dunk by Kamara.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Pass to Toure. Lays it up and banks it in. Toure's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Grant sets a screen for Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. No good on that one. Nets leading by 3. Pass to Porter. Here's Clowney. Here's Toure. Hits the 3-point bomb. Toure's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
Outside, Avdia. Back to Holiday. Grant outside. No good on the 3.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Grant against Porter. Pass to Toure. Down low. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Now here is Holiday. 11-point game his last outing. Shot to stop the run. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
What focus there from Holiday on the shot. He really makes the most of his looks.
Outside, Porter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Well, scoring from the wing is a necessity in the NBA, and that tells you a little bit about the value of these guys, the highest scoring small forwards in the league since the All-Star break. 5th on the list, Michael Porter.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Well, I can't imagine how difficult that is to match up with them. Having guys to defend with that combination of length and skill.
Swinging the screen for Holiday. And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's Traore. Off target from outside. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Outside, Avdia. To the inside. Here's Klingon. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Traore. Back to Powell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Out left to the wing. To the right side. Here's Traore. Buries it from three-point range. Traore's got 11.
He has come out with a scorer's mentality. 4 of 5 to start. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Looking now at some numbers for Denny Avdia. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging about 16 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Yeah, I agree. The pieces fall into place when he is finding people. The offense looks visibly sharper.
Outside Holiday. Back to Avdia. Pass to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. And Avdia, the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Avdia's got his second basket.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Here's Traore. 11 points in the game. And that one's good by Porter.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Pass to Avdia. Back to Holiday. It's deflected. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Avdia. Porter passes to Claxton. Porter against Grant. Takes a shot at the elbow. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around, and with their treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now here's Powell. No scoring in this one. Pass to Clowney. On the wing, Porter. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Outside, Avdia. .152 left in the first. Swinging the screen for Holiday. And again, it's Portland with the three.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Here's Saroff, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Launches a three. Rebound by Murray. Trailblazers trail by 3. To the middle. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Love with a wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Pass to Wolf. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Saroff can't hit. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Williams up on top. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Love the pass to Williams. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Sissoko, no good. It's the Nets now. Pass to Saroff. Back to man. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Drops in the tray. And the Nets lead by 3. Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
Henderson and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. He went on an aerial. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
We've got Murray, and it's Sissoko in its small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Portland Trailblazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Guys?
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. 6 on the shot clock. Saroff can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Henderson. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Saroff. He's guarded by Love. Wolf passes to Williams. Now, man, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Sissoko. He's guarded by Williams. And he makes that one. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Murray against Wilson. Pass to man. Back to Wilson. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Now here's Love. 8 points for him. For 3, Henderson. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Nets trail by 4. Here's Williams. score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Henderson. GA, you hear about 3-level score, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
So for the Knicks, Omni's checked in, and it's Michael Porter in for Terrence Mann. Number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. On the wing, Porter. Back to Powell. And here is Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. Love grabs the board. Portland leading by 4. Here he goes. And Brent now top of the key. Tries from the block. And again, it's Portland converting.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
To the wing right side. Here's Clowney. He has yet to score. Pass to Powell. Here's Wolf, and the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's Murray. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Porter with it. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Williams. Powell with a screen on Avdia. Here's Clowney. Misses the 3. Blazers on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
No good from Grant.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Clowney. And here's Porter. Williams scanning the floor. Over Avdia. Williams can't get it to go. Portland leading by 6. On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Powell. Love outside.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
You can't get careless now or this lead could disappear.
And Portland making a change here. Klingen's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Claxton's checked in. Nets trail by 6. Powell with the bounce pass. Claxton sets the screen for Porter. And the Nets miss again. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Right side, Avdia. Pass to Grant. Avdia with a screen for Grant. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
He was all alone on that one. Powell's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Drew Holiday is checked in for Portland. Torrey's checked in for Brooklyn. Now, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. Donovan Clingan on top.
He's brought that physicality. I mean, given a chance to contribute, he's shown that he can battle inside with the best of them.
Outside, Avdia. Kamara finds Avdia. Outside, Holiday. Hands it from downtown. Holiday's got 10 points in the game.
Gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. A fader. Torrey gets the bucket. 13 points in the game. Portland leading by 4. Now here is Holiday. 10 points for him. Pass to Kamara. They grabbed their own miss. From deep. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Clingan. Holiday's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. Here's Torrey. 13 points in the game. Over to the wing. Now Claxton. Clingan covering. Clingan with the block.
And with every swat, Clingan is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
Grant gets to Holiday. The rebound by the Nets. Porter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Right wing. Inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Grant. To the middle. Clingan with it. Claxton's there. Good defense by Claxton. To the paint. And he banks in the layup. Claxton's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Holiday with the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Holiday's got 16 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Claxton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And he was a force on the glass. Absolutely dominant.
5 on the clock. Foul for 3. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Avdia against Powell. Takes a 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nets trail by 8. And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
And Portland has possession following the bucket by the Nets. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Clingan, and he gets it to go. He's got 6.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Powell outside. Pass to Torrey. Back to Powell. To the inside. Clingan with the steal. Now, here's Grant. Stolen away. 3 on 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Now here is Holiday. 16 points for him. Fires from deep. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Torrey, guarded by Holiday. Taken away by Holiday. Kamara down low. Porter's there. Tries from 7. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You take a look at the Nets. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. Nets trail by 9. Here's Traore, 15 points in the game. Outside, Porter. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clowney, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Grant surveying the D. Back to Holiday. Shoots over Traore. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Grant. 21 points for Drew Holiday.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Porter outside, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Pass to Kamare. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. There's a screen by Kamara. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Traore. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Portland. Points here at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
I think for Brooklyn, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
Changing focus now to our key performer of that first half, Drew Holiday. He was everywhere.
When Holiday is aggressive with his scoring, hard to beat this team. You know he's going to defend, facilitate, and tonight he's putting up the points.
And through it all, the consummate professional. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Here's Traore. So for Brooklyn now, Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Traore is out there with Powell, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
Now here is Holiday. Down low, here's Klingon. And the rejection by Claxton. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Powell. It's deflected. Avdia with it. Here's Holiday. There's the triple. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Here's Traore, guarded by Holiday. "11 feet away. Traore can't hit. Portland leading by 6. Outside Holiday. Porter against Grant. Here's Klingon. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Okay, showing some touch there. Good to see Klingon wanting to expand his offensive repertoire.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Kevin?
Truly an elite defender. Allie, we thank you very much. Now, Claxton, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Back to Claxton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Grant gets a wide open look. They get it again. Here's Klingon. Up and in on the layup. Klingon's got 10 points in the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Clowney, covered by Kamara. Screen by Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Claxton throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here is Holiday. 24 points for him. Klingon with it. Claxton's there. A nice shot by Klingon.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Klingon when he's that close.
Powell outside. Pass to Traore. Outside Porter. Powell, the pass to Porter. Here's Powell. Here's Clowney. 5 points in the game. Good on the triple.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Avdia kicks to Grant. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 8 points for him.
That's a fantastic response by Grant. He was not going to allow them to hit a 3 without answering.
Now here's Porter. He's got 23 to the inside. Here's Traore. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Holiday. Avdia finds Holiday. No good from outside.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Pass to Clowney. Now Claxton. He's got 10. Here's Traore. Powell for 3. Avdia with the rebound. Now Kamara. Holiday with the 3. Connects from three-point range. Holiday's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. Jim, you wouldn't know it now. Kamara, a late second-round pick back in 2023.
Well, Kevin, he's proven himself now. His defense is what first stood out, but now his offense has taken a leap forward.
Avdia following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Holiday. Back to Avdia. Kicks it out to Grant. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective
two-way player.
The first free throw is good. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love two big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Here's Traore. He's got 17. It's Porter outside. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets trail by 3. Here's Traore. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. For the tie, Porter, no luck.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Kamare. He's got 5. Portland moving the ball around. Grant down low. Guarded by Porter. No good from Grant.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost them that time.
Porter against Grant. Good. Nice job down low. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Love check in for Avdia. Well, there's no lack of range in this. The leading three-point shooters among the ranks of the NBA's big men the last month. 5th, Jeremy Grant.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
Well, you really stretch out defenses when you have big guys on your team who can shoot it like that.
Kamara with it, guarded by Porter. Kamara misses. Here's Traore. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The Trailblazers with the lead. Outside Holiday bangs home the trifecta. Holiday's got 9 points here in the second half.
He was red hot from the 3 in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a full foul shooter to the line.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Trailblazers?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Yeah, they've clearly been the more physical team. And how about all those second chance points? What a concerted effort to pound the offensive glass.
No good on the second free throw. Trailblazers leading by 4. Outside Holiday. Pass to Klingon. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for Portland, Klingon. 1 shot.
Shooting 1.
And that one misses.
And really the only question going forward for Klingon, can he keep up with the foot speed in the NBA?
Go into the rack with energy in the D, afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Here's Holiday. Got it. Good job in the low post. Holiday's got 32 points.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
Outside Porter. Here's Traore, guarded by Holiday. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Murray's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Zaire Williams, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Grant. Love kicks to Grant. Love with the screen for Holiday. Offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Nets. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Love. Howell for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Howell's got 6 points.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 32. Pocket 6. Kicks it out to Love. Offline with his 3. Nets trail by 3. Here's Clowney. Pass to Williams. And here is Powell. Here's Traore. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
Love kicks to Grant. Here's Murray up on top. Love outside. Portland again missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Howell uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Portland lead.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
And Grant now top of the key. Love finds Holiday. A rebound by the Nets. Clowney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Traore. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Over in the corner, Williams. For the lead. That one goes in. Williams has got his 3rd bucket of the night. There's 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Love the pass to Holiday. Love with the screen for Holiday. To shoot, and it's Grant in the corner, and again unable to change momentum here. Pass to Traore. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, stolen by Grant. Kicks it out to Love. Holiday, the pass to Grant. 1 second left. And he trains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under review.
That shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe
then sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Avdia, Murray out there with Rob Williams, and it's Love in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Over in the corner, Avdia. Murray sets a screen for Avdia. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Saraf. Back to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Portland with the ball. Following the bucket by the Nets. Williams sets a screen for Avdia. On the money from 12 feet away.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down.
Here's Saraf. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Murray is screen on Porter. And here's Love for 3. Saraf with the rebound. Oh, Porter in position and stolen by Murray. Pass to Sissoko. Outside, Avdia. Shoots over man. Avdia can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's Saraf. Porter, a screen on Love. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And a change for the Nets. Claxton's checked in. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Avdia. Sweet move. And the layup is up and in.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Here's Saraf. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Back to Avdia. Over Saraf. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 14 points for Denny Avdia.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Wolf passes to Porter. From 11 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. Porter's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
To the left wing, Sissoko passes to Avdia. And finished off by Avdia. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Here's Saraf. Pass to Wolf. And here's Porter. Here's Wolf. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Count that one. And the Nets lead by 1.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Now here's Murray. Here's Avdia. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
So for the Nets, Bonnie's checked in, and it's Powell in for Zaire Williams.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Denny Avdia, shooting 1.
That free throw, good from Avdia. So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Traore. Pass to Clowney. Powell with a screen on Holiday. Here's Traore, guarded by Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First team foul. At the line for the Nets, Traore taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Traore. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Grant for the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd 3-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Outside Porter. Inside. Traore. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Traore's got 4 points in the quarter.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Now, here's Grant. Up top, Klingon. Outside, Holiday. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Claxton a screen on Grant. Porter, no luck. Portland has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Holiday with the 3. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
And for that matchup with the Kings, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here's Traore. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 1-point game.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Traore. The Trailblazers pull it in. Avdia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Kamara.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Traore. Pass to Clowney. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Here's Kamara. Grant outside. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, look at Grant. Quick off the floor before anyone can get in his way.
Nets trail by 5. Pass to Clowney. Now here's Porter. Claxton a screen on Grant. To the paint. Gets the bucket and the foul. He goes on Donovan Clingan.
And guys, I like what they're doing here in the second half. Getting a lot of production in the paint and still trailing, but starting to show some grit down low.
One shot.
One shot.
And that one falls for Claxton. Here's Holiday. Pass to Clingan. Holiday looking over the floor. Shoots over Traore. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Holiday's got 34 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the middle. Here's Traore, guarded by Holiday. Traore can't hit. Holiday left side. Grant against Porter. Grant, right side. And he gets it to go.
That's a tough combination of strength and balance there by Grant. He was able to fight through that contact and finish.
Here's Traore. Powell outside. Here's Claxton. Clingan covering. Just 5 on the clock. A floater. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Next foul, Clowney. Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Portland, Kamara. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Nets trail by 5. Here's Traore. Powell outside. Now Claxton. Got it to go off the glass.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Screen by Grant. Holiday goes in. Grant outside. The 3 goes down.
And another bucket for Grant. He's had the role of a main option in this league, and we're seeing him play like that tonight.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Kamara. For the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Grant. Insane move and bucket.
Yeah, he's mostly a 3-and-D guy, but Grant showing you he can also score in the paint.
Here's Traore, guarded by Holiday. Here's Claxton. That one goes. Count it.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Grant outside. Puts up a 3.
Brooklyn foul. Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Kamara.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Traore, guarded by Holiday. Porter looking it over. Takes it from 10, and he makes that one count.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Now, here's Grant. Shot clock at 6. And down goes the 3.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Timeout called the Nets. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Here's Porter. Powell. Drained from outside.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
4th team foul. At the line for Portland, Deni Avdija. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. takes the three. That does not go. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Drew Holiday.